Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're having another leg, and this leg is in Pretoria East on the N4, which heads to Mpumalanga and ends up in Madalani on the Kruger National Park gate, the Madalani gate, and the N4 ends up onto the border of Mozambique. So basically we're heading towards that direction, but we're not heading towards the Mozambican direction. We just in Pretoria. We're just gonna escape to the country and visit a few properties around Pretoria East as well as the countryside of Pretoria. So looking at this, this is the freeway, the N4 freeway. So there are a few points that we'd like to clarify here that is very important if a person is looking forward to buying a property. That the first thing that you got to do is you'll have to visit the place that you want to invest in several times, and then visit the same place at night as well, so that you may have an understanding of what happens at night in that particular area that you're interested in. Then you'll have to also do your research from the municipality and the authorities in the area in order for you to get the information of what will cost in the vicinity. The reason why you have to do that, because that place could be having some shenanigans at night, so definitely that will jeopardize your profitability of the value of property that you're interested in. And again, you'll have to find out from the people around, and mostly the agents in that area, so that you have an understanding whether it's the owners of the properties that live in the area or it's the tenants. Because you must understand that the tenants don't look after the property that well, although some of them do, but the majority, they could be a little bit negligent, and that could affect the growth of your property value. Furthermore, again, you'll have to check with the authorities when it comes to the short-term and the long-term kind of plans that the authority have, because sometimes they would like to develop the area in terms of infrastructure by adding on new roads or putting up a bridge, and that could affect your property as well in value when it comes to those demolitions, and probably compensating you to demolishing your property or extending the road. And they might give you what is equivalent to the market value, and sometimes they could give you less. So those are points that you need to look at. So at the moment you're looking at the gated community. The reason why people are so interested in gated community nowadays is because of the security. So that's an example of a gated community in a gated community. So it gives you a little more value, because the homeowners association and the management that manages the properties and the estate itself definitely put in a lot of effort to see that the values of property keeps going up. As you all know that gated communities are training in the world, just like mallism, where they're trying to build malls around the outskirts of the cities in order to put more value and profitability, and to decongest as well the population of people in the cities to the surrounding areas and in the outskirts from the cities by creating new malls. So same applies to the method of decongesting the population from the cities by creating gated communities in the outskirts. It is important that if you want to raise your children well, the country is a better option. There's a reason why a lot of people are escaping to the country for those very reasons. So this is an example of country living. The reason why I prefer country living is the quietness itself and the weather. And when you look at all those pollution that you come across on the civil day, it's minimal when it comes to the country. That's the reason why I prefer, I personally, I prefer country living. So I'm not the only one. There are a lot of people out there that are also looking forward to living in the country. That's the reason why it's trending all over the world. No matter how far the city is, how far is the workplace, people don't mind traveling those few kilometers, 20, 25 kilometers to 30 kilometers every single day, back and forth going to the city. They don't mind, as long as they have a peace of mind as soon as they get home. So basically, if one is a property virgin, it is important to take those notes into consideration. So this is just a short recap on what we referred to earlier. that the visitation of the site is important, where you have to visit the neighborhood as many times as possible, maybe 3 times or so. Then you have to visit the neighborhood again, secondly, at night, so that you get an understanding if there are any shenanigans that happens at night, or probably it's not a safe place. Then definitely you'll have to stay away from such kind of a property. And then thirdly, you have to make a research with your local authorities in order for you to have an idea what are the long-term and short-term plans of the authorities, if they would like to add on other things in terms of amenities, or put up roads and bridges, etc. Because that could affect your property value in future when it comes to those expansions. You could get the compensation. Probably you could get a very bad deal from the authority when it comes to compensation of doing those expansions. And then lastly, you'll need to speak to your local agents. The local agents have the information of who lives in the area, if it's the tenants that are living in the area, or the landlords. And as you know, the tenants don't look after property well, so that could affect the growth of your value long term. Then you can see that's a country living. A lot of people cycling on the streets freely, and at the same time also riding their motorbikes freely. So that's a reason why they prefer to live in the country. Mostly the white population in South Africa, they prefer living in the country, and a lot of black people currently are also escaping to the country, and they're living in the country. So those are just some examples of the gated communities near the Silver Lakes area in Pretoria East. So that's Silver Lakes Gulf Estate, and that's the info heading towards Mpumalanga, to the border of Mozambique, Madelani, as we spoke earlier. So that's what you can see basically when you escape to the country in the direction of the east. And you can see how it looks like. The scenery is beautiful, the beautiful houses, and the whole place looks very civilized. And when it comes to alternative routes, there are a lot of alternative routes in this direction of the city. So that's basically what you get in Pretoria. For those of you that are interested in buying property in South Africa, and in Pretoria in particular, you're most welcome. It's a good destination for investment. Although there could be some hiccups here and there, but those are the things that you could work around. And when it comes to the best choice is country living, and country living should be in a gated community, and definitely that's going to give you a peace of mind. So that's it, folks. And if you're tuning in for the first time, please consider subscribing, give us a like, and click the notification bell so that you're notified every single time we post a new video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.